In this video, I want to take a look at the third game that I played against the chess hustler. And, well, after this game, he told me to stop recording. Um, Probably because I won all three games, and we played four more games after that. But again, I didn't record those games, and I won those games as well. And then he told me I should probably go to Bryant Park and Union Square Park because they have stronger players there. So I had the black pieces, and here I decided to mix things up a little bit. Knight f6. Obviously, the main move is to capture, but then I thought he might play the Danish gambit or something like that. And he played bishop g5. Now the computer thinks that taking on e5 is the best move, and after knight takes, queen e2, and it doesn't really matter where the black knight goes, white just gets an advantage. You can go to g5 or c5. And, well, g5, it looks like a very crazy move to play. But here, white is just much better. Almost winning, I think. Here I went bishop e7. Again, not a very crazy computer line. Queen e7, pinning the pawn. And now d3, complicating everything. And now takes, promotes to a queen with check. King takes, bishop takes, and after all the recaptures, black is up a pawn, and, well, a more active king, which in the endgame is kind of what you want. And here I took on d5, which is not the pawn that you want to take. You want to take on e4. This is much better. After this, my opponent played the best move. Queen takes, and now check. And here my opponent went from having a roughly equal-ish position to just having a worse position. Really just trading queens, and white has a decent game. But after this, black is just much better. Knight e2, not a very good move. Bishop e2 is better. And here I went knight c6 because, well, I'm defending my bishop and developing a piece. Knight c3, the computer thinks queen g3 is a bit more accurate. Bishop f6, now you attack the queen. And this move, which looks suicidal, king d8, which I think only a computer would play, because you're walking straight into rook d1. But after rook e8, the computer says black is just much better. And here I took the pawn, not because of the material, but because I want to play queen takes b2 and attack the rook. Queen d6, not allowing me to castle. Knight b4 because, well, it's not so clear what black can do, really. It can't castle. This bishop can be developed. And now I have a very simple threat. Knight e3 check, which would win the queen. So queen e5 check. I drop back with the bishop. During the game I didn't see that. In fact, I can just go king f8. Obviously you can't take the bishop because that's mate. And here my opponent blundered with knight d4. It's -7 if you look at it deeply enough, but I mean, before this, the position was already better for black, but it wasn't like crushing. Knight d4 does make sense, but okay, the best move is rook d1, and I can understand why you don't want to play rook d1, because knight d3, you're gonna lose the exchange. So after knight d4, now if I go knight d3 check, forking the king and queen, you can just take with the bishop. And well, this knight is also attacking my queen, so it looks very good. The problem is queen takes b2, hitting the rook, and I still have the threat of knight d3 check, as well as knight c2 check. And my opponent won knight b3, which I was very happy to see, because then I knew I was much better, if not winning. Although I hesitate to say win, because in a 5-minute game anything can happen. A much better practical try is knight f5 with the obvious mate on e7, and queen takes, knight c6, defending against the mate, check, check, and king d7. Well, obviously I'm up a piece, but just as these two pieces are gonna have a difficult time coming into the game, so am I with my rook and bishop. So it's not so clear how the extra piece is gonna be that advantageous in the short term. Although I guess my king is a little bit safer. So now the fork, and well, here my opponent recaptured the knight, which is probably not what you want to do when you're down a rook. You want to complicate things. So by trading, well, you're just simplifying the position. And here I played an inaccuracy, d6. Better was f6, but much stronger than that is just castles, just giving up the bishop, which is a pretty amazing concept. The point is, after you take, you just go d5, and the bishop is coming to f5. One of the rooks is coming to the c file, and it looks like this knight is gonna drop. The other rook can come to the e line, and this king is just getting mated basically. So here my opponent had a better move, bishop e5 check, which uncovers the attack on my queen, and I'm also attacking his queen, but he does have this intermezzo. So after king takes, this is still winning for black, but it's a lot better than what happened in the game. And this is the best move, which during the game I didn't want to play this because I calculated a line which I later played, but I blundered a rook. So takes, queen takes, and here I played king d7. The reason I didn't play bishop f8 is because before playing bishop f5, I calculated this line, and for some reason I thought I had to play king d7. I didn't realized I could go bishop f8, so I just played all those moves quickly. And after this, I'm still better, but I'm not like crushing. But I was up on time, so I eventually won on time. After bishop g5, the position is equal, but my opponent blundered with a king f3, and after queen d3 check, I won on time, but the position is still crushing. I think this is the only game I won on time. But yeah, anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching.